Sorry?
Porridge?
No, I get 3 Vita Brits. I crush them up, then just put powdered milk and 1 sugar, and just one of those little packets of mixed fruit in with them. Good to go, Paulie?
Yeah, mate.
Welcome to day 2. We're breaking up into 3 groups. The young blokes, they're already out. We're going gentleman hours. So if it's brown, it's down because we're gonna need some meat. We're about 500 metres in. We've just gained a little bit of altitude to give us a little bit better perspective on what's down in that gully bed below us. There was plenty of sign down there. No deer seen at this stage, but it's very early on. They're in here. We just have to cross their paths and see them before they see us. The wind has turned on us. I think we're better off dropping back down again. We've just dropped back down to the valley floor. The plan is now to cross the creek. We've seen a bit of a bluff area, probably about 300 metres behind us. And myself and Paulie are just going to drop packs and pretty much sit there for the afternoon, providing we can see down into this valley floor and back across here, which will light up as the day goes on. We've climbed up about 200 metres off the gully floor. We've got a pretty good location here. It allows us to glass this whole opposite face, which is just starting to light up as the sun's coming out. We can't see directly below us, which is a bit of a pain, but you just never know. It's worthwhile sitting here because we believe if we see one, we'll see more. We've given it a fair crack. Haven't seen a thing, have we, Paulie?
No, not a cracker.
Yeah, we've been here for the best part of probably 2 or 3 hours. Unless something's bedded in deep in behind some foliage, we haven't seen it. Have you found me a deer yet, Paul? We've only travelled about 300 metres from where we were sitting this morning. It's got steeper, shalier, noisier. Not ideal conditions to sort of hunt sambar. So we've just stopped here for a little while, just glassing the opposite face because there's a beautiful green gully opposite there. It looks like it's got some good pick for them, so looks good. We know they're in here. Now we've just got to start laying eyes on them. Paulie said it's that time of the day, time of the air, the tackle. Mate, I tell you, that temperature jumps about 4 or 5 degrees. It's got to be over 20 degrees now. We're burning water real quick. Like we've got an endless supply below us. We've seen nothing, heard nothing, and we're virtually back to almost where we were. We're going to sit here, rest up for a little while, drop down the creek, try and find a spot that's probably a bit of an avenue for them, and maybe sit there and rest up, and you just never know, something might walk past. You spent yet, Paulie?
Done. For dinner.
We've climbed high, we've circled around, and we're almost back to where we crossed the creek. But we do have a good location here. We've got a good view across a nice green flat, and we're just going to hedge our bets on something crossing this before dark. So stay with us and we'll see what happens. Thanks, mate. Well, no messages. So it's good in one way, it means we don't have a carry out.
Yeah.
And two, but it means they haven't seen anything, or at least haven't shot at anything. Well, Paul, I think we're licked.
You're right. Well and truly.
Yeah, the sun has left the building. We're about to pack up and start heading back. Not our ideal start to the first day of hunting, but we're out here giving it a crack. And tomorrow's another day. Welcome to day two. Day two? Day three. Blimey, it's getting away already. Yeah, Jake the Pegs, following the gimp today. He twisted his knee. I'm starting to feel it after a couple of days. I'm a little bit flat this morning, I must admit, but just got to keep at it. We're in prime country here. We are just going to travel the creek bed, past where myself and Paul went yesterday, and Benny's been off early. He's headed back up that way. So someone has got to cross paths with a sambar today. Not a bad preach, Jake. This is about as far as myself and Paul come in yesterday, but on the other side, so it's all new ground from now on. So
New ground, new day.
I think we need to lift our game. Let's do it. Jake's just going to drop down over there. It looks like it's bluffing out on us. 1 minute you're on this side, next minute you're on that side. Well, I've just got the thumbs up. It's my turn. It's taken a little while, Jake. We're in a pretty steep gully here, but
Any deer down?
no, I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to get that message.
We'll just pretend we didn't get it.
We're just having a bit of a break here. Yeah, it's been pretty easy going, really. But we're going to try and get away from the creek a little bit. Just the noise of it. We might try the caller, see if we can get something brown to come in, and if it does, Jake's going to be right onto it. Well, we've just been doing a little bit of calling. Nothing's showing any interest. We still are yet to see a deer. Well, I'm yet to see a deer. I forgot to mention before, Jake bumped a stag yesterday. A fair stag. Wasn't anything massive, but it was enough to get him on his toes. And then he got honked by a hind as well. So they are definitely in here. And that's what you've got to remember when you're sambar hunting. As soon as you drop your guard, they're going to be onto you. It's that time of the day. The sun is starting to bear down on us now. We're starting to feel it. It's got to be pushing over 20. Doesn't sound hot, but when you're climbing up, down, with a pack on, that shaly stuff under feet keeps you on your toes. So the snakes, when they start coming out, Jake.
Haven't seen any today yet.
No, but Jake's a brown snake king, or it may have been a copperhead. He wasn't hanging around long enough to find out. But either way, just got to be on our toes with this. So we're going to sit down here, have a feed. I might have a little bit of a siesta. Jake will be good to me, he'll wake me.
I'll kick you.
And then we might just continue on, maybe another 400 or 500 metres. Well, Jake, it's a good wallow, but I don't think anything's using it at the moment. We're yet to see anything, yet to have anything bust out on us. It's bloody hot now. It's definitely past snake o'clock, and I'm actually taller than Jake here, which I'm quite happy about.
I'm down a bit of a hole.
So we're just going to, I won't say hot-foot it, but we're going to work our way back to camp, I think, along the creek, because I think we're the only silly buggers out in this heat. It's certainly the time now. We've got to keep our eyes peeled. Watch where we put our hands, our feet, because it's warm, damn warm. It's nice to get back to camp, have the fire going. We've got two of the boys still out. Benny was the first to go out, still not back. Paulie's up over the top of the hill behind us, and he's been chasing snakes.
Domestic duties.
I've got to tell the boys to stop the F word. They're right onto it. But I must admit, I won't talk with my mouth full. And we've got no affiliation with this Go Native gear. But it's a little bit heavier, but it's fantastic. So what's this? Paulie's free balling.
Jocks didn't last too long.
They're in the fire. Thought I could had a bit of an odour coming this way.
Like a scented candle.
So you're free balling?
Yeah. And loving it.
One last check. Where's the big fella? It's just about dark. He's been out from the first light.
From sun up to sundown.
Yeah, you got to give it to him. He gives it a fair crack. Yeah, we'll check the messages. Hopefully he's not deer down.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm pretty open. He's not going to say come and help me.
Big day?
Sorry mate, we were just getting a bit worried, that's all.
No, good. Big day?
Yeah. No, it wasn't too bad, but
Too much?
yeah, seen a stag going up the face and went to set up. And did someone bump one and get honked up here early, like 8:30 in the morning?
Get home.
Yeah.
No, not me. Unless it was going.
Oh, I got home.
Okay. Yeah, because he was standing there, and then when that honk went off at 8:30, he moved off. And yeah, so.
Good stay?
Oh, I only had a quick. I was racing to set up, and I was ranging him at that stage, and then I was going to make a call. But yeah, I didn't see him the whole day. Like he just disappeared in the thin air around the canopy, and the Savo behind stepped out from the same place, so he didn't show his face, but we'll get back there first light, I reckon.